Okay, Kira. Okay, well, we're going to be doing 25, 25 questions that Asians have for white people. Um, Obviously, this is first time in a long time I'm going to be doing a video response in this sort of way, and obviously, we're going to be like basically doing pause, film, pause, film, pause. Have it in that sort of way to make it easier for people. Going to be a lot of trimming and all that, and putting it into the thingy. Um, so yeah, 25 questions Asians have for white people. Now, as someone who is descendant of South Asia, I thought it's move the fucking glasses because of for some reason these glasses give reflection. So I say because I'm a South Asian descendant. I think it's probably because obviously white as well. I'm gonna answer these questions and see if I can answer it from the perspective of both sides of the fence, sort of thing, and see what I can come up with. So let's go.
Why do you think every Asian person is Chinese? That's like me saying to like a white person, hey, you're English.
I am English.
Okay, question number one has just come up, and why do you think every Asian person is Chinese? That's like saying to me you're English. Okay. Both obviously is wrong. Assuming that the white person because of the white is English is because of speaking is English, but no, we don't think that every fucking Asian is Chinese. Why do you assume that I'm gonna think you're Chinese? Asia is a big place with many countries. I mean, part of Russia, most of Russia goes into Asia as well. Even though Asia may not have as many countries, because obviously China and Russia are massive countries, and of course India is a big country, Mongolia. We don't think that every Asian country is Chinese, okay? We don't. I think what you're looking for is thinking, why do you think that people with slank eyes are all Chinese? That would be a better question to be asking people, not Asian, because Asian are not all slank eyes. There are white Asians, there are black Asians, because the Indians, there's Persians, they're considered Asia. The Arabics, that's in Asia. So Asia's a big, is kind of big. So no, we do not think that every fucking Asian is Chinese. However, what we do think is that to ask us a question makes you look stupid. No offense.
Why do you think a film or TV show is diverse just because there are one or two black people in it?
Okay, next question to answer. Okay, so I actually thought we'd answer questions on Asians, but obviously I say in the previous question because black people in there. So so basically first you assume that all white people think that Asians are all Chinese. Now you're saying because there's black people. How can you first assume that all white people think that all Asians are Chinese, and then just ask a question? Why do you think the film was there first? Because it's got black people in it. Where's your fucking logic in that? So, do white people? This is a question to obviously BuzzFeed because we all know who's behind it. So BuzzFeed, the question is: do you think that all white people think that all Asians are Chinese, or do you recognize that white people realize that not all Asians are Chinese, and you do get some black Asians, which is more in South India? Of course, that's probably not talking about. That's probably going on the African, you know, calling the BuzzFeed the best race in the world because obviously, you if you say something bad about an Asian, a bit, it's a bit wrong. But say something bad about that person. No. Look, you'll be fucking locked up and throw away the fucking key, okay? So, but you've managed to put a film is diverse. I don't understand what you mean. If a film is diverse, then it's diverse, okay? If a film's not diverse, I don't think it's diverse. Obviously, there's some films out there. If I watch a film on, let's say, African history before the white man went in Africa, and the lead chief was a white man, yeah, I'd be fucking angry and be asking why. And same for the first day, they did a film about King Henry VIII, and it was played by a black guy. King Henry VIII was played by a black guy. Yeah, I think unless of course it was a comedy, then yeah, you can if it's a comedy and it's aimed to be a comedy, then obviously it's making a laugh, making a few jokes. But it's meant to be a serious film, then there's obviously some types of films that should have certain types of characters, types of people, not characters, I mean actors in them, because they don't suit the role, Like for example, if I was asked to be a Nigerian prince in a film, I would have to turn it down because I wouldn't fit the bill, I wouldn't fit the role, you know. What are they gonna do? Paint my skin brown, sort of thing. I don't know. So sometimes a character must be played by the actor that fits that role, sort of thing. So that's how it works. So no, we don't think that a film is diverse just because it stars a black person. What the question should have been was, why do you think a film is diverse? Because this film stars an Asian. Because it's 25 questions Asians have for white people. Okay?
We're here too.
Why are the awkward nerd characters the only roles available for Asians in film?
We do a lot of other stuff too.
So, why do we think that all Asian nerdy cats, Asian cats are nerdy? No, I don't. There's a lot of films have non-Asian nerdy characters, and yes, we know you do other things too. Like, for example, Jackie Chan. He plays a martial arts character in a lot of his films. He's martial arts. In Russia, he's not a nerd. Okay, he's a police officer that's trying to save a little 11-year-old girl called Soo Young. So who's from Hong Kong, and she goes to America with her father live in America. She gets kidnapped. No part of that film is he playing a nerdy character. Okay, so what was your point? We don't assume that.
Why are all of you talking about our penises?
Why do you think?
Hate to break it to you, but we're not talking about your dicks. We couldn't give a fuck about your dicks. Maybe some white girls might be interested in your dicks to see if the myth of the Asian having a small cock is true or not. I can't speak. I don't know. Okay. What I do know is that I'm not talking about dicks, and the people I talk to, my friends, they're not talking about your cocks. We don't give a fuck. In fact, I don't give a fuck about anyone's dick. Okay, I'm not into dicks, so I'm not really talking about dicks. Okay, in general, yes, people will make jokes. We'll make a joke about, and you know what? You want to come on with the small dick joke. Guess what? Guys, they do it to each other. Everyone, doesn't matter what your race, your age, sexuality is. You're gonna have a small dick joke made to you at some point in your life. Okay? Someone's gonna turn around there. Some guy is gonna point out you got a small dick, whether you do or you don't. even if he has never ever seen it in his life. But generally, we're not talking about your dicks, okay? We don't give a fuck about your dicks. Move on.
Penises.
Why do you think Asians can't be the stars of movies? There aren't going to be any Asian celebrities out there to cast if we haven't been given a chance yet.
What?
Hey, next question, which was asked to us, and I'm gonna answer it with some DVDs. Now, as before, I show DVDs. One of them is a Maori DVD, but the Maori people are of Asian descent. They descended from Asia. So I'll show that one first, but But anyway, I've got a lot from some films and Asian characters I couldn't find. I did look. One of the famous one and two, one which I really enjoyed the film, but I just cannot find it. But here are two films starring Asians. Now that guy there, his name is Jet Li. See? Yeah, his name's Jet fucking Li. Guess what? He's Asian. And he plays pretty much the main role, okay? And he's a big one, which is doing a fucking main role. Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee. Now, for those who don't know this, Bruce Lee was Asian, okay? He wasn't European, he wasn't African, he wasn't American, he was fucking full-blooded Asian, okay? He was born in Asia, okay? He was raised up in Asia. So, so don't ask that sort of fucking bullshit question. Give us a chance. You have chances. It's up to you where you take it. Now you're probably talking about many American Hollywood. So why is not many Hollywood actors Asian? Well, considering that in America there's not the Asian ratio to white ratio is much lower, it's gonna be harder to find, an Asian guy to play the role. That'd be like a white person going to, for example, China, living in China, and then watching some Chinese film and saying, how come there's not much white people in this? It's all Chinese. What would you fucking expect? That's probably why there's not many Asian. But to say there's no Asian main roles, it's just a bit of a dumb question, really.
Yet.
Why do you think watching Korean dramas and K-pop makes you an expert on Korean culture? Like, does me watching girls make me an expert in white culture? It does.
Why do you
So, according to this guy, if you watch Korean dramas and K-pop, which is actually a show for Japanese pop, but we'll let this slide, eh? we as experts in Korean culture. Does that make me an expert? Because I worked with it makes me an expert in white culture. Okay, let me put things straight. No, if I watch a Korean movie, it doesn't make me an expert in Korean culture, right? Now, it can give me an idea on Korean culture, if that movie is, online with Korean culture. It can give me an idea of it and help me to learn about it. It doesn't make me an expert. Why are you saying because I watch women, it makes sense in white culture, and say yes, you basically just out and open called everyone of your race or everyone who is not white a fucking gay, okay? Because only white people watch women, right? Watching women is not diverted to a race, okay? It's not to a specific race. People of many different races watch women, whatever they do, whether they're performing a dance, whether they're singing a song, whether they're doing some porn act. Different types of guys around the world watch women, okay? And different types of women do all this stuff. So, watching women doesn't make you an expert in anything, okay? It just makes you an expert in watching, it just means you've watched something, okay? And all that. By me, say, watching and a Asian tribal dance. Like if I went to the Hornbill Festival in Nagaland and I watched the dances, you're saying, well, I'm an expert, I'm a white culture expert because I went to watch this dance. Does that mean that everyone else who's watching this dance is an expert in white culture as well because they watched these women perform? No, it doesn't, okay? Stupid question. Let's move on.
It does.
Why do you cast white people to play roles that are meant for Asian people? I'm not gonna forget Emma Stone.
What? Okay, yes, back in the 50s, when it was much harder to find an Asian person, back in the old days where it was harder to find Asians, they had to what's called improvise, okay? Improvise. So they'll get someone who can obviously do an accent they could tone up and make look more realistic. But the obviously, bad quality films back then and all that, and what you're probably talking about today, okay, in today's culture, and it doesn't happen. If they have to pick the white person, that white person, is probably part Asian anyway, so it's not like they've gone out of the way and deliberately picked a full-blooded white person, okay? That's all.
Why do you think saying namaste is an appropriate way to greet me?
Why do you think saying ni hao is a good thing to say to us? If you're not actually gonna converse with me in Chinese, I don't need to hear it.
Why do you think
Why do we think it's appropriate to say namaste? Okay, you ignorant, stupid fucking bitch. Now here's a lesson on your heritage, okay? Namaste is Hindi, okay, for saying hello, okay? That's a greeting. It's a polite greeting. And also to that piece of shit that said, why say ni hao? You're not gonna engage me in Chinese. I don't want to hear it. Okay. As we know, Cantonese and Mandarin are two of the hardest languages in the world to learn. So Chinese speaks both of them. So Chinese is one of the hardest languages in the world to learn. It's alone. That the fact that someone will make an effort to learn any Hindi or Chinese should make you two ungrateful fucks absolutely fucking grateful that someone's actually gone through the effort, because they don't have to go through the effort to it. And it's like, unless you go, but the question is, because you're obviously an American, right? Your parents or your grandparents may be Chinese, your parents probably be Chinese, and because said that, well, your parents first say Asian, just in case you get fucking tricked by it. Your parents probably. The question is, can you speak fucking Chinese? Okay. So if I went in there, I said ni hai, and then started engaging with you in Chinese, literally trying to have a full conversation, and then you can't reply to me because you cannot speak Chinese, it would make you a fucking hypocrite, okay? But the fact that someone has taken the time to try and learn something, you should be, delighted that and amazed and applauding that people have actually taken this time to try and learn, okay? But obviously you just proved yourself to be a piece of fucking shit.
Hear it.
Why do you think I eat dogs? I have 2 dogs.
Why do you think
I hate to break this to you, but we don't all think you eat dogs. In fact, there's this questions Asians have to 25 questions Asians have to whites, not 25 questions Chinese have to people to whites. India is a country that has many vegetarians who do not eat animals, okay? There are people in China that do not eat meat, okay? So we all don't think that you all eat dogs, okay? I don't know what to say. That it's just No, we don't think you fucking eat dogs, okay? Personally, I don't have a problem if you eat dog, okay? Um, I mean, I've come across a few dogs in my life that I thought were little shits and I won't fucking mind eating myself, you know, I have to admit that, you know. Um, but quite personally, I don't think that you all eat dogs, okay?
Why do you think that Hindi and Hindu are the same thing?
Why are you so
I hate to break it to you, you cow. I don't think Hindi and Hindu are the same thing. Number one, Hindi is a language, one of the two official languages of India. The other official language of India is actually English. It's not Punjab. It's not Sanskrit. Sikkim. I think Sikkim or something like that. Well, many people think that Punjab was a main language English of India, but now it's Hindi and English. There is at least one state. I think there might be more states. There's a few states in India that do not recognize Hindi as an official language. Of course, Mizoram is one, doesn't recognize Hindi as an official language. Nagaland is other. There are many Nagas in Nagaland who cannot speak a word of Hindi, but they speak perfect English because that's the English is the main language. On to Hindu. Hindu is a religion, okay? Two different things. There's many Hindi speakers who are not Hindus who happen to be Christians, okay? So we do not think that Hindi and Hindu are the same fucking thing. You are assuming that we do, and when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. Okay, you dumb fucking bitch. Next question.
Why are you so surprised that I can speak English well?
I was born in America.
Okay, well, considering that you're both American, well, you who especially asked the question, why am I surprised I can speak English well? Considering you're actually born in the United States of America, then I would not be fucking surprised that you can speak English so well, okay? Because if you go back, we all got ancestors who don't speak English, okay? Does that mean that people are going to come to me on the streets and say, hey bro, where are your ancestors, where your family from? And I say, well, I've got ancestors from, I'm from all over, but I've got ancestors from here, ancestors from there. And then I'm going to tell them, I go, you speak very good English considering where your ancestors are from. Nah, I'm going to fucking say that. They don't assume that I speak English, you know, we don't assume, we're not surprised that you can speak English so well, you know, or amazed, you know. If you're born in an English-speaking country, we fucking expect you to be speaking English so fucking well, okay? It's an expectation. You know, we don't think that because you're Asian that, you know, because you're Asian background, even if you're born in an English-speaking country, your English can be terrible, you're going to have to learn it. Technically, we all have to learn our language wherever we're from. So even English people, when they're born and they learn to speak, they have to learn the English language, okay? They have to master it, okay? We're not born knowing a language, you know, so, and then saying, I was born in America, you know, so if you're born in America, no one's going to be surprised that you can speak English so well, okay?
Why do you always ask me, where are you really from? Because obviously I'm from my mom's vagina.
What the question people are asking you is not where are you really from. They're asking the question of where's your heritage, where's your background, where your family from, because you look different to the average Western person. That's what they're asking you. So the basic saying, where is your family from? Okay, when they came to the country they're living in now, where were they before then? That's what they're trying to ask the question, okay? That's the question they're asking. You've literally twisted the question. And they come out with, I'm from my mum's vagina. Well, fucking hell. maybe every birth certificate should say mum's vagina. Maybe we should get rid of passports and have a mum's vagina passport. We're all citizens of a mum's vagina because we all come from a fucking female's vagina. Okay, we all come out of a female's vagina. Like we all come from a fucking mum's vagina. Okay, that was a dumb response to a dumb question, to a twisted question, and I'm fucking done with answering this dumb question. Okay.
Vagina.
Why do you guys think it's okay to call me an immigrant or foreigner? I was born in America.
Why do you think
Okay. Obviously, this is basically about white Americans. When they're saying immigrant or foreigner, they're not saying immigrant. They're saying that even though you were born in America, your parents might not be. At the time of your birth, neither of your parents may not have had US, United States citizenship at that time. Now, in some countries, that would legally not. Some countries out there that would legally not make you a citizen, but it could make you a resident. So in the sense you are an immigrant. Your parents or grandparents were an immigrant into the United States of America. You directly not. When they say foreigner, because you look different to the average American of today, then they're gonna, assume you're more foreigner. That's like one of those white Americans live in an Asian country, okay? Even if they were born and bred there, they'll still be considered as a foreigner because they don't look the part, okay? That's how that one goes.
America.
Why do you think Indians aren't Asians? India is literally in Asia.
Really? And there's me thinking that India was in Northern Europe. Fuck. Yes, we know, okay? I don't think that India is not an Asian country, okay? I know fucking India is in Asia, okay? And literally, you had to say literally in Asia. No, it's just in Asia, okay? You don't need to put it's literally in Asia, okay? I fucking know. Anyone with a brain cell fucking knows this. We know it's in Asia. You don't have to point that out to me, okay? I know this.
Why do you say it's basically the same thing when I tell you I'm from Sri Lanka and not India? They're different countries.
Really? Okay, I need to. I'm going blind now. Okay, really? You're telling me that Sri Lanka is not a state of India? Is this what you're telling me? No, I fucking knew that, okay? We all know Sri Lanka is not in India. It's not part of India. Now, here's a big hint that Sri Lanka and India are two different countries. It's called a sport called cricket, okay? Sri Lanka has its own international national team for cricket. When England plays cricket, they play against India, Pakistan, Australia, West Indies, and one of the countries they play against is Sri Lanka, okay? So we don't think that fucking India and Sri Lanka are the same fucking thing. Next question, please.
Why does a person of color automatically mean black to you? I'm a person of color too. Why?
It doesn't.
Why do you think all brown people are Indian?
Why do you?
Guess what? We do not think that all brown people are Indian, okay? The brown people happen to be from Southeast Asia, Pakistan, the brown people in Saudi Arabia. So we don't think that all brown people are Indian, we do not think this. Why do you ask a silly question? Good question, eh?
Why do you think you deserve a high five for pronouncing my name correctly?
Well, I don't think I deserve a high five for pronouncing your name correctly. But however, when you learn to say words in an English language, well, not you particular, but of course, an Asian, actually born Asian, wouldn't be asking these such questions. But the words that Asians can't pronounce correctly because they're hard, okay? They may be easy for, say, a white person who speaks English, easy to mention, and it's same for vice versa. So I don't think I deserve a high five. But consider a lot of Asian names can be very difficult to pronounce. You know, it's an achievement. They've made the effort, like, sort of thing. They've actually gone out and made the effort and all that. And I think so. Yeah, I don't think we deserve a high five, but at the same time, give some credit when people actually who do not speak your language or are not used to a name like yours actually pronounces it correctly. Give them some fucking credit.
Why do you think including diversity in the workplace reduces the quality of work? I thought you thought we were all nerds. Why?
What the fuck was that sort of question? And we thought you thought we were all nerds, so I thought you've. Nah, I'm not gonna answer such a fucking stupid question, okay? We don't think you're nerds. We don't think you're all nerds, okay? Bitch.
We're all nerds.
Why do you think it's okay to call me exotic?
I mean, technically.
Okay, exotic. Well, it depends where you're fucking from. Now, if you live in America, where you're living in, of course, people are gonna think it's exotic. Let's and all that, and everything. And then again, just define what to you exotic actually is, okay? And I think so. Yeah.
Technically, we're the largest part of the world population, so shouldn't white people be exotic?
Why do you think I can't see properly? Do you really think my eyes are that small?
Why?
Maybe in Asia, white people are exotic, So it depends where you live. And the question is, why do you think I can't see from my eyes that small? Okay, no. Your eyes are not that small, okay? Your eyes are pretty much the same size as my eyes, okay? And I can fucking see, okay? So we don't think your eyes are that small. Maybe that should be answered by a question by a Chinese person who had extremely narrow eyes. That question might have been more appropriate from that person. But coming from you, it doesn't work out, okay?
Small.
Why is it weird when all Asian people hang out, but it's fine when all white people hang out?
It's not fucking weird, okay? Unless you're actually doing something like plotting a terror act, and that can be for anyone, but it's not fucking weird, okay?
So tell me, what does a sunburn feel like?
This is going to be me answering your question to you, because obviously you're just too fucking retarded to realise it. Sunburns aren't to white people only. People of colour also can get sunburned, okay? They can also get sunburn. That just proves that you probably don't go in the fucking sun, in your bikini, okay? And for anyone who wants to know what sunburn feels like, it has different feelings. It can burn, okay? Especially after it's setting at night time. And then it starts to peel, and that's when the sunburn is not too bad. And the peeling, when it begins the peeling process, that's when your skin starts to go a bit darker. But yeah, a sunburn, basically, it's called a sunburn because it fucking burns, okay?
Why do you keep trying to justify yellow fever?
Well, in your case, I'm not familiar with yellow fever, but there is actually biomedical doctors, when there was a virus going around, they actually called it yellow fever, okay? But yeah, when it comes to Asian people, I don't technically say yellow fever. Nah, you fucking idiot.
I don't know why they use fever for all these things. It's not a disease, it's just f***ing.
Why are we being stereotyped as cheap or stingy? Maybe I'm just cost efficient.
Well, I, for one, and many others, don't class you as cheap and stingy. Maybe cost sufficient. No, those jokes go to the Jews, okay, because they're in the money. They're the money jokes go about them, about being cheap and stingy. So we don't think of that. We do understand a lot of Asian people, actual real fucking Asian, actually Asians who actually live in Asian countries, when they go to the United Kingdom or America, they find it very hard because it's hard sitting down, it's hard getting a job, it's hard surviving. So they actually go ahead and live in a cheap manner. But an Asian American born person with an Asian background who has a fucking job, if you are living on the dirt cheap, then obviously yeah, because the 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 Asians who go to these countries from Asia, they have to live on the cheap because they can't afford to live in luxury. They're moving. If they wanted to remain living the cheap and live in the condition they have to live in when they first moved to America or United Kingdom, they wouldn't leave their countries, okay? They'd leave their countries, most of their countries, so they can live a pretty much of a good life, okay? A better life and have nicer things and actually go out and earn it, okay? But we don't consider, you are not considered as cheap, okay?
Why do you think all Asian people are smart? I mean, when I was in high school, there was a Korean valedictorian. No, actually, there was an Indian valedictorian. Damn it. I guess you guys are right. Asians are smart. Have you tried that new white people restaurant? There's like a mayonnaise dish that is so mayonnaise-y.
Final question with one bonus question. Why do you think Asians are so smart? And because we had a survival problem, so yes, we guess we are. Well, guess what? You have just proven to the whole fucking world that you're fucking retarded. Okay, congratulations on being the first retarded Asian. Wait, you're born in America. Guess moving to America makes you fucking retarded. But we don't think that because you're Asian, you're automatically gonna be smart, okay? It's just because you're Asian doesn't mean you're smart. Does that mean that all black people play the bongos? All Jamaicans smoke weed? All Scottish people wear kilts and play bagpipes? Nah, it doesn't mean that. And we had a final question at the end about, have you been to some sort of restaurant? Trying to do a white man accent. Yeah. No, that was a question that didn't need to ask. And okay, so we've answered these questions. Okay, I've answered the question. So here's a suggestion to BuzzFeed. Next time, please, for the love of God, get the people who are actually born in Asia and live in Asia, okay? People who've actually lived in Asia, who's been born in Asia, they've spent most life. Don't get a bunch of fucking Yanks, fucking Americans that have whose family are from Asia, who has Asian heritage, has family from Asia. Get actual Asians to ask the questions next time, because I think you get a whole bunch of different questions to them. Okay, this well, it's typical BuzzFeed. But I wonder how BuzzFeed would react. It was 25 questions white people had for Asians. I wonder what would think then. What the response would be then. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. It's been a long ass video because it's been a long ass time actually preparing this video and making. I'm pretty exhausted now after all that. It's it's been long because I've been having to answer the questions. Is it worth answering the questions? To some degree, yes. Now, luckily, not all Asians are like those fucking retards. Okay, so they're just a bunch of fucking retards, and yeah, I think one of them's a lesbian. She dresses like a man, but yeah, that's something for another day. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna watch Asian porn. Hee ha. Yeah, peace the fuck out. Cheers.